Hello, welcome to Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 Part 3, the final part.
Oh, there
We're
we
in the
go.
Metal Gear Zone.
Why was there nothing?
I didn't want you getting too, cozy. I need you to be on your toes because we're in Eggman's secret base.
Oh, wow. This is where he's like doing secrets.
For his grand plan in this game.
Whoa, he did have a grand plan. You got hit.
And his plan is
to use his old designs thanks to budget cuts to get the Chaos Emeralds.
Budget cut.
No,
That
that's the Sonic Mania original script. What's the script for this one?
Oh, it's the thing I said.
It's more budget
What?
cuts. Yeah, like
no. Isn't the Mania script that he has depression?
he has to.
Well, he sort of he goes back and just puts a new layer of paint on his old stuff.
I do remember the budget cuts line from the website.
Goddamn right.
Nuclear Sonic.
Budget cuts make no sense. Eggman doesn't buy anything. He
There's no
takes
money.
resources
Also,
and builds.
He's not the Chaotix. There's no money.
Who's budgeting Eggman other than Eggman?
Wow, this is super.
He's his own budget.
Okay, so yeah, right. So if Eggman has money, does he get it
Yeah.
all from Mediotech because Sonic Riders canon?
Well, this is before Riders, so
But he still has Mediotech.
does he?
Who knows? We
before
don't know
Riders?
we don't know when he had Mediotech from the beginning or like from Riders. We don't know.
Right.
It's true.
Let's see. Eggman. Oh God! Like, how did he make? Did he
Yes,
make his money in stocks? Stocks and bonds?
I don't think Eggman has
yes.
money.
Doge.
But how does he pay for this infrastructure?
He builds it. He gets all of his steel from his own mines. Like he harvests all of his own resources.
The Emerald Mines.
Uh-oh.
God damn it.
Why do I feel like we should just start over?
Eggman invested in
Look,
he invested in Emerald Mines, not realizing what that meant. Well, God
Look,
damn
our
it!
prior Elon jokes and thumbnails aged incredibly well, so I think we should actually see where this takes us.
Okay. I like
It's an everything app.
a cog trap.
Okay, that was really funny. Let's keep going.
Very funny.
Look at these frames of animation.
These are good friends. Right. These are like Cogswell cogs, which of course is the enemy of Spacely Sprockets.
What?
Commentary on the working class.
Oh, I thought that was like the dude from Beauty and the Beast, and I was like following until Spacey Sprockets.
Oh look, that cog is me.
Oh.
And that cog is Stefan.
I thought they were just the Pokemon. Like Kling Clang. I think that's what his name is. I don't know.
Sonic is doing it.
This one's Chris.
Okay, well, thank you.
Whoa.
Unnecessary to progress is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Right. Chris, if you lived in the Jetsons world, would you work for Spacely or Cogswell?
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Well, I only remember Mr. Spacely, and I only remember him ever yelling at poor George Jetson.
Yeah.
Jetson.
So I think I'd have to venture into the unknown with what's his face, Scrimble McBimbo, the other one.
Cogswell.
Yeah, that guy.
Cogswell
Girl.
Cogs.
I know Spacely is Mel Blanc. That's all I remember.
I don't know how industry in the Jetsons works. Might have to watch all the Jetsons at some point.
Wait, if you don't know, then how are you administering this question?
I watched all the Jetsons at one point. But that was also
All
like,
of it?
20 years ago or something. It would be
How
on.
much-
There isn't a lot of Jetsons, to be honest.
Sir 2's playing Tembo the Badass Elephant. That's kind of sick. Yeah, is it just a few seasons?
Jetsons was in the 60s. It was on the air for one season, and then it was canceled. And in the 80s, there was a resurgence in which they made another 40-some episodes to make it 65. And those are the 80s episodes, and then they made an additional 10 when those went over well. And that's pretty much it, aside from the Jetsons Meet the Flintstones and the Jetsons movie, of course. But yeah, that's not a lot of Jetsons. So there's 75 episodes total. And
as far as I'm aware, it feels like the Flintstones is the only Hanna-Barbera series that like legitimately got like a decent amount of episodes. Cause like even like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You was like 23 episodes. Like that was really short. And it's only because there was a whole bunch of other extra spin-offs and stuff that it feels like it was longer. But it's like, no, we have original Scooby-Doo was super short too. So yeah, like Jetsons only being one season is like, yeah, though that makes sense. Flintstones is pretty much the only like really successful Hanna-Barbera thing immediately.
yeah,
I guess I just always assumed there was a lot of Jetsons because when I was growing up, it was very much a thing, right? Like the Jetsons were a known entity, right? Weird.
it's weird to think about.
Yeah, like fairly.
What are we doing? Sonic.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sonic,
because like fairly, because like I don't know, it was a while ago, but like recently a while ago, I watched through all of Wacky Races because I'm like, oh, I want to get into Wacky Races, and I was like, there's only like 20 episodes, and I was like, oh, that's a surprise, I can do that.
Well, maybe Hanna-Barbera was forward-thinking, and they're like, we're creating digestible shows so that when you binge watch them in the future, you don't have to invest too much time.
Especially when they're all the same episode.
Well, well, that's. I mean, I guess it depends on the show. I mean, Scooby has a format, but I guess Wacky Races is just a race.
A format.
Their format's very cut and dry.
I know Flintstones is just supposed to be like another sitcom, but I just recently watched an episode where it's Fred and Barney golfing with some rich guy. Like the whole episode is just them golfing, and I'm like, this really is just fucking every sitcom. Like,
It's good.
What did they win?
Yeah, who won?
yeah, Barney wins and he gets a job, but he doesn't like the job.
Classic.
The Flintstones really is King of the Hill before King of the Hill.
What do you mean, Fred?
King of the Hill's original, right? Please don't say no.
Please say psych.
I mean, isn't King of the Hill a semi spin-off
Of?
Beavis and Butthead?
Is it?
Well, there's a character that is not Hank Hill in
Daria
that show.
is.
Well, Daria is explicitly a spin-off. The character Daria was in Beavis and Butthead. But there is an earlier character, a character whose name
Yeah,
I
I know.
cannot remember, that looks
I know the character you're thinking of. He sounds the same, he acts the same, but
and looks
Yeah,
the
but
same, but he's not Hank
But it's
Hill.
not this. It's not the same show. It's not the
No,
same
that- no, that-
concept or the same structure. It's
No.
so different from Beavis and Butthead.
It is different, but it is like that's
Also,
definitely
creators-
different.
It's
and
not
they're
like
both
how-
Mike Judge.
Yeah.
Well,
Creators do that all the time.
shows, so.
Creators do that all the time, where they're like, there's like a prototype version of a future character in their old project. That doesn't mean that it's
Right.
the same thing.
Right, and I mean
Yeah, like Metropolis and Mad Gear.
exactly, and I mean the version of that character, like he came back when they brought back Beavis and Butthead, even though King of the Hill had existed for years at that point. So the first time they brought back
Right.
Beavis and Butthead, I haven't watched the second time they brought back Beavis and Butthead. They brought
You should. It has Badlands Chugs. in it.
Badlands Chugs is in Beavis
It
and
does.
Butthead.
They watch his Mountain Dew chug.
What?
Yes,
It's
David.
great.
Whoa.
They watch influencer videos.
Oh.
It might be the only good part of the new season.
Oh, really? And I remember
It's
when it
not
came back the.
funny.
Oh no.
Yeah, I haven't watched any. I've only watched the movie. I have the Do the Universe. I haven't seen
Right.
the series at all.
Didn't like the movie either.
Oh, right. When Beavis and Butthead when it came back the first time, I was like, "What is the name of the show?" Beavis and Butthead. When it came back the first time, I thought
Google
that
it.
was funny, but that's also the first time, not the second time. So who knows?
If you've seen Rocco's Modern Life Static Shock, you've seen the second Beavis and Butthead movie.
Yeah, it is it's the exact same plot. That was the biggest.
Really?
Like there are some
Wow.
funny jokes in it.
Yes.
But I'm like, it's just people from the 90s thing being flung forward into the future, and now wacky shenanigans as they react to modern stuff.
Whoa, a cell phone.
Right.
I was just going to ask if there's an iPhone joke.
No, there are several. In fact, it's plot relevant.
Oh.
Okay, do they pull a new Three Stooges and go like, oh, it's Snooki?
No.
Okay, that's just a new Three Stooges thing. That's probably for the best.
It's been a while since I watched that new Street Shoot, but I honestly, I remember did seeing it when it came out, and I honestly thought it wasn't that bad. Like it's like like the Jersey Shore stuff is very, but I thought like the guys that they got to be the Three Stooges, they're like, oh, like these guys are like perfect for it. So I was like, oh, it isn't that bad. It's more of a could have been far worse.
Whoa, big!
I forgot about that big guy.
He's a big guy. Whoa. Okay, I guess Sonic 4 is
we
good.
need to watch this. We need to watch this Three Stooges, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that was the Mad Gear Zone. Thank you everybody for watching.
I remember. I know one of the Three Stooges got one of, I forget who it is, but is Chris Diamantopoulos, who's probably most known for being Mickey in the Paul Rudish shorts.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Huh. I think I like the Three Stooges. I remember enjoying it once upon a time.
And I forgot that. Yeah, remember Mad Gear? This whole design is to power up Metal Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, look, it's the cutscene they added after feedback.
This is a feedback cutscene?
This was added. This wasn't in the initial build that leaked. This was a new addition for the final release.
Wow.
Wait, so did the game just end there originally?
Guys, it's Tails!
You just went to the egg station zone.
Oh, there was no transition.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I see.
Oh, I hope you like this song. It's like 3 seconds long.
What if this boss optimally, this entire stage took 6.5 minutes with the 16-second loop? Well, how would you feel about that, game players?
Wow. You know, I understand they, wanted to do something like, oh yeah, boss rush. It's cool. But like,
there was probably just no communication between the director and June.
I hope he wasn't like, no, this will make it tense. Let's just use this track for 6.5 minutes.
Right.
No.
Well, no, it's not 6.5. I'm lying. Sorry. There is a different track that plays once the Death Egg robot comes in. I forgot about that.
I mean, you feel like this issue would have been dealt with like back in SA1 when they make a 5-minute track. No, it's several 5-minute tracks for Emerald Coast, even though the level only takes 2 minutes. Like, it's
well, that's because they knew that 20 years later they would remake the game and make the levels longer.
Oh, true.
Right? Because we've all been enjoying the HD remake of Sonic Adventures 1 and 2.
Right, they're so good.
I've been enjoying them. Also, I'm looking forward.
No, they're bad because
to Shadow HD.
They changed everything.
No, they changed only the bad things.
You died.
Damn you, Christian Whitehead!
Oh, do you do the whole thing over
that.
again? Oh, there's some
Oh my
checkpoints,
God.
thank God.
I thought I would have taken that out. Sorry. I didn't see that I died there.
Oh,
My bad.
well, you wanted us to experience it like we were in the room with you. This is live.
Sonic 4 as you truly imagined it.
Also, why do these like the purple pillars remind me of Frieza? I just look at this like, oh, it's just Frieza.
All right. I want to know why it's taking so long for anything to happen in this boss fight. Like, you can make it go
Budget cuts.
fast. Like, he laughs and moves. We don't need all that. And then he moves again.
No. It's personality.
Oh, man.
Especially when he sits completely stone still as he explodes.
Yep.
I look at this and then I see the Eggmobile get burnt and it makes me go, man, it just makes me want a hot, crispy DiGiorno pizza coming out of the oven.
Their price increase over the years has affected my personal budget, so I don't hang with DiGiorno anymore. Me and him, we split.
Right. Oh, what do you get? What frozen pizza do you partake in?
I just don't anymore.
Oh, do you get
$7 or $8? I'll just go get a pizza.
Oh, I mean that makes
Or
the
make
most
one.
sense actually. You don't.
Yeah.
Wait, how much are pizzas in West Virginia?
You died again.
Well, you can get a Domino's $8, you know?
You can?
You can get a Little Caesar.
Wait, how much is Little Caesars where you are?
Little Caesar tastes like crap, though.
No,
Well, yeah, so do frozen pizzas.
What? Not the frozen
At that-
pizzas
at that-
I get.
At that price range, yeah, $6-7.
right. Like if you
My
get
goodness.
a Jack's frozen pizza,
Oh, man.
that's just a disc.
Ah.
You died again.
If,
You didn't
if,
edit
if, I,
any
if,
of
I'm get,
this.
Sorry.
if I'm gonna get frozen pizza, I usually go for like a stuffed crust because those tend to be far cheaper than if I were to get like
Wait.
stuffed crust at a pizza place.
We can't talk about the game. Like, there's just nothing to say.
That's true.
I would, but everyone else stopped, so I was like, I see the writing on the wall. There's no Sonic 4 discussion to be had about the things we already discussed.
Is there an I forget? Is there an achievement where you have to beat all of Egg Station without getting hit? 'Cause I specifically remember that, and I'm trying to do that, and it just being like, yeah, no, that's poopy.
Don't worry, I got it twice. We have a quarterly thing
Twice.
where David will just boot up Sonic 4 late at night on Discord.
Uh-huh.
And he'll be like, well, what if I just got all the achievements? And I always readily and gladly open up his achievement list and go, oh, what about clearing Egg Station Zone without taking a single hit of damage? Cut.
Well, yeah.
Don't mind that cut. That's the one where I remembered to cut.
Wow, you did it. Okay. Right, because I do want to get every achievement for every Sonic game, but then I do think about
to be-
this.
You have to beat every act of Super Sonic.
God.
So you just play through the game again, basically? Because how else would you know?
You know,
Those are-
you know, I will give the game this. This was before the Death Egg robot was overused.
That's true. This was novel at the time.
That's right. Oh, look, there's the
Not
Earth
really.
back there.
Oh,
Actual
what
Earth.
region's that?
Is it the Unleashed Earth? Is it which Earth is it?
It's not the
It's
Unleashed.
an Earth.
It is a Earth. I don't think it's Unleashed Earth.
No, it's not.
I think it's the Earth they use in colors, right?
Oh,
I forget.
I don't think it is. I don't think there was that consistency across the brand. I think it was literally a different Earth. Because they've never used the same planet.
Are you supposed to hit him?
the Earth is
No.
the same in SA2 and in Riders 1. Because it's just normal Earth in those two games.
Oh, well, true.
Chris, how many hits does this take?
I don't know. To answer you, though, during that part, you have to run to the left. He'll shoot one or both of his hands. You have to dodge him and wait for them to fall so you can homing attack them back into it. It's pretty sick.
Right.
Sometimes you can do that. Oh man, now you're halfway there.
Wow.
Isn't this fun?
Yeah.
I have the written guide on true achievements with the highest upvotes for how to clear this without taking damage if you ever need to
Whoa.
refer to it.
Oh, really? Maybe.
I'm a bit of a Sonic 4 expert. At the end, I thank all Sonic fans for reading my guide. Let them know I'm happy to help.
Oh, wow.
What did you guys do in 2010?
I was
College?
I was still in elementary school. Oops.
No, what?
What?
You were not?
That doesn't make sense to me.
You're a baby.
No.
I still
Stefan, you're like 42.
I specifically remember. I literally specifically remember going to the store to pick up Sonic Generation. Oh yeah, I was go to John Generations. In my it was the last in my during my first year of high school. I went on a lunch break to go to the store to get Generations when that came out. Yeah, that was yeah. So this is my last year of elementary school when this came out.
I was about to finish high school. I was a year off. So
All right.
2 still hitting up Tembo.
David, you get the bathtub water running and I'll hold him under.
What? What? Stefan. He died as he lived
Canadian.
while recording.
Oh.
It's
Look at this cutscene. You have to For an Xbox avatar item, get all the rings in this, which you only get a shot at if you do the entire Egg Station Zone again. So you have to memorize where they are.
What?
That sounds fun.
I hope you want that Xbox 360 avatar item. Oh, look at him.
I don't.
That's it.
It's like the old games. Remember when that happened?
That's the ending.
Thanks, Sonic Team.
You didn't create this, you liar. It's all his fault. See, it is. The Sonic fans on Twitter were correct. It is his fault.
That's right. And there's Toshiyuki Hide. I probably shouldn't try to read these.
Hideaki
names.
Morita?
What else has he done?
Suzuki. I can read that one. I don't know.
Thank you, Jim. For the correct usage of SA2 sound effects at appropriate times. Oh yeah.
In cooperation.
Digital
we
innovator.
we didn't do this. It was they did it.
The team that was also there when we made
Right.
this.
Man, if they had gone all the way and done episode 3, would they have re-released it as one whole game, like on a physical media?
That would have been a terrible idea.
They would have released episode 3 first, and then a year later released all of Sonic 4.
Zine.
Sonic 4 Plus.
I mean, maybe they were gonna do 4 episodes.
4? What?
What if they decided to do 4? Because it's Sonic 4.
Well,
Sonic 4 episode 4.
Yeah,
Right.
because the first
okay,
3
sure.
episodes would have had all the level retreads,
I
but
was-
then episode 4 is when the new levels came in.
Right, you'd have episode 3, and then you'd have episode and Knuckles, right?
Well, I'm assuming Knuckles would have been in episode 3, right? Because we got Tails in 2. So we would have had
Yeah.
Knuckles in 3. And then maybe
You couldn't play as him.
And then episode Metal is in between episode 1 and 2.
right, that's CD.
CD.
Oh god.
They were
this is
saying
too good.
They could have done it. They should still do it.
Remember when the website said that Sonic 3's Sonic Story and Sonic 3 and Knuckles' Story or whatever the hell
happened at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
I love canon.
What I want there to be some type of episode 3 in some form or manner. Like maybe it's just a very quick, tiny game, or it's just like a comic, or just a short 3-minute cartoon or something. Just anything, just to give us an ending to this game, because it doesn't have an ending.
I know
I
it
can hear the comments furiously typing Sonic Superstars of all.
I do.
But I know what you mean. You want Little Planet to be free.
Yeah.
right. Little
See,
Planet is in purgatory.
I think. Yeah, I believe that Ian, if ever given the opportunity, Ian would jump on it and just be like, I'm just gonna write this short story. I'm gonna like, while I'm like in for a story that he's writing, he's gonna just insert, oh yeah, here's a conclusion to Sonic 4, just because he can. Because that feels like something he would do.
Even if it was just like a Twitter post,
A Twitter
as long as there's
post?
if it's a conclusion, it's a conclusion.
You just need someone to officially acknowledge that they never wrapped this shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I respect that.
Or even like a Sonic Channel art piece.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's all you
That'd be a way
need,
to
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
They were doing those stories for a while. Oh, check out this obviously well-produced tease for next time.
Oh, Sonic, your legs sort of spun.
Who's that?
He's like, I
Wait,
didn't-
is that the bad guy at the next game? Oh,
there's
It's Pikachu.
to be continued.
wow.
Whoa.
It only took 2 years.
Everyone, let us know what your favorite budget pizza is, and do you like the Three Stooges? We'll see you next time.
You know what is funny when you think about how this whole thing is that, oh my god, Metal Sonic, and then Metal Sonic appears in Generations before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oops.
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh, let's begin again.